Thank you, Paul. All right, so we're going to talk about AI today, which is not a small subject. And I only have 10 minutes. So we're going to get in, we're going to get started, and we're going to go really, really fast. So first, I'm Matt Gibson. I'm the CEO of Upthink, which is a digital agency that helps travel businesses to do SEO, content marketing, and influencer marketing. As a content marketing and SEO person, I was extremely interested when ChatGPT came out because everyone was talking about how it's changing the future of content and SEO. So I stopped everything else I was doing to research it for about 3 months, and I've been speaking about it a lot this year. I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. So generative AI is going to change a lot of industries. It's going to change travel. So today we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about how generative AI will probably impact the travel marketing and the travel decision making and the purchase experience. We're going to talk about some examples of how generative AI is being used in travel today. Then we're going to talk about some tools that anyone can use that you can walk out of here tomorrow, start using to increase productivity in your business, and maybe automate some processes. So first, let's talk about how this is going to change travel as we move forward. First, like many technologies, we're going to find that this disproportionately benefits technology-first companies because they have the expertise, they have the in-house talent to make the most of it. These are the companies where you're going to see them automating processes using AI in ways that we'll discuss in a minute. But for smaller businesses, less technical businesses, you're still going to be able to improve productivity greatly. We're going to see this enable a new generation of travel planning tools. So if you think about the way OTAs changed the travel purchase space, it was an interface. It's an interface that is a website where you can input commands and they interact with a database in the back end of the website to produce the information you're looking for. AI is going to enable that to be more conversational. It's bringing voice commands to the table. It's bringing interactive chats through something like ChatGPT to the table. So we're going to see it change in some ways that are very pleasant. We are going to see automation of a lot of communications. We're going to see personalization of a lot of communications in a way that is automated. And we're also going to see a big increase in the quality of communications and marketing from everybody, because we all now have world-class marketing content writers at our fingertips, and they're free. There's no reason that any of us should have poor marketing ever again. So, first, let's look at some examples of how ChatGPT and other AI is being used today. This is Expedia's chatbot that is built on the ChatGPT platform. The way this works is people can take the ChatGPT API and they can train ChatGPT to say, hey, ChatGPT, when you answer a question, answer it the way you normally would. But if someone asks you about a flight, look at our product database over here, find the flight that they're looking for, and present that instead, and give them a link to the page to buy it. Or if they're asking for general travel information, they can point them to a different place. If they're asking about a problem using the Expedia website, it can look to the FAQ section of the website and return that information. That's how these work. These are going to get really common really fast because they're cheaper and better than having a human on the other end trying to find that information and return it to the customer. This is going to happen very fast, and it's already happening now. Next, we have ChatGPT plugins. You might not see this too clearly. That's a ChatGPT interface. Now, a plugin does something similar to the bot, but it does it within ChatGPT. It tells ChatGPT when you have a query that asks you for flight information. This is a kayak plugin, by the way. It will return that information. The usefulness of a plugin is that if you are giving your employees and your in-house staff ChatGPT to use, if you build a plugin, your employee is not going to just ask ChatGPT to create some copy and then go look for the pricing information and cut and paste everything together. It's going to be even faster because ChatGPT will be retrieving information from your database in real time and presenting it so that your employees can be even more productive than they already are using this technology. Another example of how it's being used today is in personalization. There are several startups and established marketing companies that are working on figuring out how to get ChatGPT-driven bots to read a customer's profile and provide them with personalized recommendations, personalized communication based on the information that your company, your hotel has about what they like. And we are going to see more of this. I think we have all seen travel planning apps. We're going to see these get even better, even faster. This one is called Klarna, formerly known as Inspiroc. They were one of our clients. And these do a fantastic job of helping people come up with an itinerary based on their preferences. I use Picara as an example. You can tell it your travel style, you can tell it what you like to do. It'll create an itinerary for you with travel times in between, and then you can just customize it. You can add stuff, take stuff out, you can change the amount of time in there. Now, when we put all of these technologies together, we have a little bit of a picture of what the future of travel planning and purchasing might look like. That is, you take ChatGPT's ability to have a conversation with you, which is very good. If you combine that with a travel planning app like Klarna's ability to come up with personalized recommendations and an itinerary for you, okay, and you merge that with something like Siri, your ability to talk to your phone, you will have a travel assistant on your phone that you can talk to. You can wake up and say, hey, I'm in Picara today. I'd like to go hiking. I'd like to try some local food and then do something cultural in the afternoon. It'll put out a plan for you. And then you can tell it, you know what, that activity doesn't sound fun. Why don't you try something else? You'll have this kind of thing. And then it'll enable you to book it right there. We'll probably see something like this start to compete with OTAs for daily individual travel experiences. So, how can you get started with this technology? Now, this technology is going to enable a lot of automation, but only for the biggest companies for a while, because it's going to be expensive to set that up. However, this technology is going to make everyone way more productive. Immediately, today. Go home tomorrow, you can be more productive. Using ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give you marketing content, it'll give you templates, it'll give you chatbots. I needed a custom contract for a marketing agreement that I had 2 weeks ago. I didn't have to call a lawyer. I was able to get a decent one out of ChatGPT with about 3 tries. The end. Something that used to take half a day of just trouble was done in 10 minutes. Great. Grammarly. Now, for people who speak English as a second language, or you're worried about the quality of your employees' English, we don't have to worry anymore. You start with ChatGPT. By the way, never trust it to give you correct facts. It doesn't. You have to check everything. But it'll have great grammar and very good writing. So you start with that. Use Grammarly to double check everything. It's a free extension that you can install. It's fantastic. No one is ever writing English mistakes again unless they missed something, because it's all automated now. Klarna, the itinerary planner that I showed you. If you write out itineraries often for clients, just save your time. Like it'll just get you about 60 or 70% of the way finished just by pushing the buttons. And if you want videos for your marketing, but you don't have the time, you don't have the budget, you don't want to deal with it, we have AI video creators that will create videos from a script. They're not the most amazing, but they are good enough. And that is Synesthesia and Pictory. So anybody can go use these tomorrow. By the way, at the end, I have a link to a page that has links to all these, so you can find them. Advanced, if you are ambitious and you want to take it to the next level, coding a ChatGPT plugin is a good way to help your employees be more productive with ChatGPT, or starting to work on a chatbot that will be able to interact with your customers and sell on behalf of your company 24/7 is worthwhile. And there are things you can do today that are not coding a chatbot to prepare yourself for one in the future, which I don't have time to go into today, but you can come and ask me later if you're interested. So, I'm almost out of time here. This is a page that has more resources. This has links to those tools I told you about. It has links to all of the articles that I used when I was doing my research into generative AI for this and other talks. And there is a sign up if you want to attend further webinars about using AI in your travel business. And that's it. I got to get out of here so these guys can stay on time. Thank you very much for listening.